Well, this week on Dateline Schools, talking about programs for our early and youngest learners, those pre-kindergarten age students here in St. Clair County, as now's the time to start looking and signing them up to be ready for the fall when they begin. And to tell us more about it, my special guest is the director of the Great Start Readiness Program here in St. Clair County, Becky Gorinac. And Becky, we've all been battling with the pandemic and see all kinds of different impacts that it's had on our kids' education. Have you found that the number of parents really seeking to get kids into early childhood programs has kind of declined because of the pandemic?
This year, not as much. Last year, yes, we saw a decline, but this year our numbers are pretty much pre-pandemic. What we found this year is that kids, typically we want to start school in the fall. That's when they learn all those beginning skills. But we saw this year, some families have kind of enrolled along the way a little bit more than usual as they get more and more comfortable with their children being in school. But really this year, we haven't seen as much of a decline as one would have expected.
One of the biggest things I think we've all learned from the pandemic is this socializing and is so important, and the isolation, it really does have a negative impact, not only on our kids, but us adults too. So this is one way that parents can kind of get that socialization going back again. And that makes it really important, doesn't it?
It does. So some of our kids who are going to be 3 or are 3 for 2 years, they have had a very different social experience than the rest of the children who are a little bit older. So you think about in those key developmental years when they're young, that they've missed a lot of social activities. They haven't gone to the park as much. They haven't had play dates. They haven't, maybe they haven't been in a childcare setting. They've been at home. So the social skills are even more important than ever. And that's one of the key things that we do in a preschool is develop those social skills.
We also know too that the kids in school here in St. Clair County, most of them get free lunch, free breakfast. Are those kind of services provided through these programs too?
Again, it depends on the program. Definitely for GSRP and Head Start, they receive breakfast, lunch, and snack. That program is 4 days a week, so they have those meals those days. Some of our private providers do provide meals. It just depends on the provider.
For tomorrow, for Dateline Schools, I'm Terry Harrington.